Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, James Buster Douglas, 192 centimeters tall with a reach of 211 centimeters. He'll be going up against this man, Frank Bruno, 6'3", 225 pounds.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
James Buster Douglas. You know the name. Pulled off one of the most famous upsets in all of sports when he knocked out Mike Tyson in Tokyo, Japan. Frank True.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Missing with the hook. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Couldn't get out of the way of that uppercut. And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Very close match, which shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Which fighter will say no mas? One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
To the second round. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
No rest for the weary. Defense here at all. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Can't land that jab. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Oh, a stiff jab. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show them boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain over brawn.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. He caught him with a left hook. Jab does not score. Big shots from both of these fighters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it.
Whoa, Johnny! Oh, is Bruno gonna go down? Bruno's a veteran, though. He knows how to survive.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, you are tired. This can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Missing with the hook. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. On to the fifth we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. That jab doesn't find a home. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here. There's the bell to start round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it.
Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
That hook just can't find the target. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. No rest for the weary. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Round 8, and we're off again. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This is a high-octane battle. Jab not finding its target. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That hook doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally...